Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be episode 3 of Cool Tech Under 25, the series where I show you guys cool and affordable tech under $25. I honestly can't believe we are already on the 3rd episode of this series. If you guys want to check out the first one or the second one, I will have them in a playlist on my YouTube channel if you guys do want to check it out. I'll leave a card up for that playlist right here if you guys do want to check it out at all. But before we get too far into today's video, if you guys haven't already left a like and subscribe to the channel, please make sure to go ahead and do so. I know in the last video we set a goal for 100 likes, and I'm pretty sure we're actually almost to 100 likes on that video. So I'd say let's go for like 60 or 70 on this video, and let's see if we can go ahead and smash it. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's go ahead and just jump into today's video. All right, so the first thing on this list that we are going to be talking about today is actually something that I don't think a lot of people know about. We're actually going to be taking a look at some RGB RAM stick heat sinks. Now you might be wondering why we're talking about heat sinks and RAM, because typically when you talk about heat sinks, you're talking about the CPU, because typically the CPU is the one thing in your computer that you're trying to keep cool. But if you guys think about it, even graphics cards have heat sinks. They have that metal around it, and they also have fans to kind of dissipate that heat off of the card itself. Now typically when we're looking at like a non-RGB stick of RAM, when we look at the heat sink, it's usually just like an aluminum or metal piece on the top of it. As you guys can tell, most like outside shells on RAM are usually metal because it dissipates heat a lot better than like plastic or like any other material, and it's pretty much just put on there by the manufacturer for branding and like cooling your RAM stick or whatever. So what you could do, and what I actually did on mine, was I actually just took the original metal pieces off of my HyperX RAM sticks, and I actually just put on RGB heat sinks to actually make my RAM RGB, since it wasn't RGB before. And my heat sinks for my RAM sticks were super cheap. They were like 10 or 11 or 12 bucks each, and I only needed 2 personally, and I actually did buy a 3rd one in case I did upgrade in the future to like 24 gigs of RAM, I believe. And this is actually what it looks like. I'll show you guys right here, but you actually just unscrew these two and you stick your piece of RAM right in between, and this is super thick, even a bit thicker than like your stock like heatsink that comes with your RAM. So I mean, you don't necessarily have to like worry about like your RAM overheating in the first place. Your RAM is probably going to be like the last thing in your PC that overheats. But if you guys are looking for a cheap way to get RGB RAM, this is the way to go, and I'll show you guys what it looks like inside my PC too right now on screen somewhere. But in my personal opinion, it looks absolutely beautiful. The RGB is non-adjustable, so it's kind of like one thing you are losing out on as far as just getting like a cheaper heatsink to put on. If you buy RAM that's stock with RGB, you're most likely going to be able to change the RGB just through like the software that it comes with. Like Corsair RAM, you can basically like change the colors like individually on it, but with these you can't, unfortunately, because these just do plug into your fan header on your PC. Sorry it took so long to explain that. I just thought it was super cool, and I think it's something that a lot of you guys out there are going to be interested in that you guys don't already know about, and I thought I would go ahead and kind of explain all of it in detail for y'all. But yeah, link in the description if you guys want to pick that up, and also there will be a link in the description to everything else I talk about in this video as well if you guys do want to check any of it out. Now let's go ahead and get into the second item on this list, and the second item is going to be kind of a combination of 2 items into one, but it is still under $25. We're going to be looking at RGB light bulbs and lamps. I know every tech YouTuber out there has done a video on like RGB light bulbs and lamps or whatever, but I feel like I have a way that I can show you guys how to get this for like a way better deal than other YouTubers have done it. I see other like tech YouTubers getting like big IKEA like lamps and like big extravagant ones and putting RGB light bulbs in them. That's going to be super expensive because you guys are going to have to pay for that lamp, and separately you're going to have to pay for that RGB light bulb, and it's going to be pretty expensive. But what I did, as you guys can see behind me, well, as you guys can't see behind me, I have a lamp there and a lamp, if I can point in the right direction, right over there. I have 2, and each of those lamps are super cheap lamps from my local department store, and each one was actually only $9.99. I'm being straight up with you guys. I believe I got them at Target if you guys want to look at your local Target. And then I went ahead and got a LG like RGB light bulb for about $10 as well at my local store. But if you look on Amazon, RGB light bulbs usually go from like $14 to $15, so I did save some money there, and then I also saved some money on the lamps as well. So each lamp came to about $25 each. So if you guys are looking to pick up one, obviously it's $25, so it does kind of fall under the video title as well. But if you wanted to, it is going to be like 50 bucks. But I feel like that's definitely like the cheapest way to get yourselves like some cool RGB in the background of your videos. I'm really not a huge fan of like just putting LED strips like along the roof of your ceiling, or just having them like exposed in general. I think RGB strips are meant for like the back of desks and like the back of things to sort of add like an accent. So I think RGB light bulbs, and maybe even like RGB floodlights, which I actually might have to touch on in the next video, video, but I feel like those are the way to go as far as RGB. But yeah, I think we covered that good enough. Let's go ahead and just jump into the third item on this list. Now, I'm probably not going to cover this one a whole ton because I don't know how much this is actually going to apply to a lot of you guys. But as you guys know, I did lube all of these switches in my Asceni keyboard not too long ago, or it's technically like a GK61. So we got the Asceni board, but I modded every single switch in this keyboard. So as you guys can imagine, taking every single switch out, taking every single switch apart, and lubing every single switch and also putting it back together can take absolutely forever. So what I just found the other day, which I didn't even know existed, was I actually found a switch opener on Amazon, and it was only like 10 bucks as well. And now obviously you guys know that there are going to be some things on this list, as I mentioned before in previous videos, that I have not already bought but am maybe going to buy, and this thing is on the top of my list of things that I am definitely going to buy. This thing probably could have saved me like hours of time. If you guys are going to loop switches, if you guys are going to get into modding your keyboard, buy it before you do it and don't make the mistake I did. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the fourth thing on this list, and today we're going to be looking at J channels. Now I have a video, I'll toss a card up or a picture or something on screen of it, but I actually did a video kind of fixing my cable management and stuff like that, and J channels came in so clutch when doing this. If you guys in the future are going to cable manage your setup at all, make sure to go ahead and pick up these J channels before you do it. Don't make the same mistake I did in trying to cable manage everything with just double-sided adhesive and like zip ties and like all that kind of thing. Buy some J channels, and as well as that, buy some Velcro ties as well. I'll toss the link to both of them in the description if you guys do want to end up picking them up. I really don't have anything else to say about that, but if we jump into the last item on this list, you guys are probably going to roast me for this. I don't really care. I'm putting it on the list anyway. We are going to be looking at succulents. I freaking love succulents. I hope you guys like succulents too. Succulents can bring out so much like vibes out of a setup, and trust me, if you guys are into photography, if you guys are into videography, if you guys are into just taking videos or pictures in general, make sure to go ahead and just pick up some succulents, pick up some plants, pick up some greenery. Mine aren't even real, mine are fake, mine are from IKEA. So if you guys want to like step up your game, you guys don't have to go to IKEA and get the same ones that I do, but you guys can find succulents at Target, you guys can find succulents at IKEA, you guys could probably find succulents at the freaking dollar store. Brighten up your setup, make everything look good. Toss a succulent in your next picture when you're taking like a G Fuel picture or a picture of something for your gaming setup. Toss a succulent in there. I guarantee you it will look 5 to 10 times better. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys have any suggestions about what kind of items you guys would like to see in the next episode, make sure to go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below. Again, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you guys know when the next episode goes live. I really appreciate all you guys watching this video till the end. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna be pumping out more videos than ever as it's getting a little bit cold outside and it's kind of getting to like the fall/winter vibes. So I'm gonna be inside more, I'm gonna be gaming more, I'm gonna be making more tech videos, making more review videos. And yeah, I think that's gonna be today's video. I will catch you guys in the next video on the channel. Thank you for watching. Peace.